So yeah, that was one of the things I was going to say. And welcome back to the DRT show, episode 4, where we'll be talking about GTA finally getting a release window, Kojima being heavily involved in the Death Stranding movie, is Nick Cage coming back to star in Death Stranding 2, Sonic Origins in deep, deep trouble, and even more Final Fantasy talk. Let's get to it. Right, everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of the DRT show, where we have myself, James, and my beautiful, handsome companion,
Graham. Great 87. Nice to meet you. Welcome back. Good to be here, James. Thanks for having me.
How's it going, buddy? How's your week been?
Oh, you're meant to tell me to turn my fan off.
I did tell you to turn your fan off.
You're meant to tell me I get to turn my fan off.
If you don't know, it's still very, very warm in the UK at the moment. We've both turned our fans off, so by the end of this, we'll be absolutely roasting, no doubt. If
you saw the rain over here earlier, you'd wonder why it was so fucking warm. It's insanely fucking humid over here. Like, it was thundering and everything. It was amazing.
You should put that video you sent me up on our Instagram just to show people how bad it was.
I will.
You should.
At the review thing on Instagram.
That's
and pretty
right.
much everything.
That's right, baby. So how are you, Graham? How's your week been?
My week has been busy, but good.
Yeah?
It's been fairly constant, just way work and family stuff, and I got chronically fucking sunburnt yesterday because it was my son's, both of them, their sports days yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So I was telling you this, it's fucking the sky, the sun's high in the sky, and being ginger and pasty is not a good combination.
No, it doesn't work well for you, no.
I know just that as well. I had to run a parent race right at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm racing with the dads, and my fucking legs are killing me. I am not built to run by any means.
I don't think we were ever built for exercise, you and me, No,
I'm good at kind of just standing still and lifting stuff. But ask me to start moving at the same time, you go fuck.
Nah. I know, it just...
That being said, though...
Go, nope.
No. That being said, though, it didn't come last. And Kian's reaction to it was amazing. Because I was kind of in the middle, because there were some dads there who were fucking there to win, like, even though it was a complete piss take, and there were some dads who were just in like shirts and jeans, like, yeah, let's go racing.
I don't want to come in hot with the rage and all that, but it drives me insane where you get these parents that are like, right, okay, come on, kid, you got to win this, you got to be the best, and they get all like over the top. It drives me insane.
Oh no, this is the dads I'm talking about who were there.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
They're like stretching at the line and everything.
Yeah, no, I honestly, if you want to know something that really pisses me off about being an adult and a parent, that's one of the things. It's just like, grow up with you.
Aye, fuck off, like. But anyway, I didn't come last, and I was kind of near the back of the pack, and I realised, fuck, there's some people taking it seriously, so I picked up a bit of speed, and done alright, like, aye. Yeah. But Kian afterwards just like, Dad, like, you were last, and then all of a sudden you just started sprinting, and then you were like ahead of loads of people.
And now my leg hurts because you pulled it.
No, both my legs hurt. The front of my legs hurt. Fucking Christ. How have you been, James? What's been happening?
Well, to be honest with you, there's just been a lot of nonsense as well, to be honest with you. Mainly adulting. We've had a lot of appointments this week because my little girl's going to be on her way soon. So there's been a lot of that sort of stuff. I have been playing on my PSP. Which you will be.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
I know.
You've been playing your PSP?
I've been.
Here, we're going to have to stop this recording now. We're going to have a chat.
I whipped my PSP out and we had a bit of fun. And yeah, well, you'll hopefully be seeing that sooner rather than later. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun getting that bad boy out again. And yeah, like I said, that's pretty much been my week, to be honest with you. And I'm not looking forward to going back to work, but hey, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to.
Listen, it's just all that sweet Portland money you're making now.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about at the moment. Trying to get Portland back up and running. So yeah. So anyways, we'll jump into the news section now, right? And I don't know if you've heard, Graham, but GTA 6 finally has a rough time frame window confirmed. I say that very, very loosely because on the article, Yeah, on the article that I read, it says that it's confirmed. I don't buy that for one uno momento.
It's been confirmed for the last like 3 years.
Yeah, but
it's definitely coming out at some point on whatever console is most recent at the time. So
that's absolutely right, and it's highly anticipated, believe it or not. But they reckon
100%.
They reckon it might be in the official year of 2025. So
it's fucking
I know
ages.
That'd be like 12 years after the last one.
But to be fair, GTA 5 is still making bank. Like
well,
they're
this
still
is
making
it.
Sick money for that. Like,
this is it. They won't be releasing anything because they're not in any rush purely because of that. Because like with all the online stuff, it's basically a completely different game to what originally came out anyway. But they have said that this is going to come out and this is going to be happening in a couple of years' time. So get excited for that, people.
I have been fucking hyped for this game since GTA 5 came out.
Yeah,
and there's been every year. It almost seems like every 2 months there's some kind of GTA 6 is being announced next week, and then next week comes and goes, and then I'm like, oh, I was only kidding.
Yeah. It's literally it's one of those things they like to tease and sort of say that it's going to happen, but apparently no, they are saying that this isn't just sort of out there as a throwaway thing, that actually they are actually working on this. It is actually happening, and they're reckoning between, well, they're saying April 1st 2024, which it tells
April
me that
1st.
that's that was exactly what I was just going to say, that if it comes out on April 1st, that will be the biggest meme ever. But that could follow through until the following year, until March 31st. That's what they reckon. So
I would aim for 2025. Sure, the game was officially announced last February anyway.
Oh,
so like it is definitely happening. It's definitely in the works. They've announced it is officially in the works. But again, that was in 2022, and we're building on the success. They've got big shoes to fill to follow GTA 5.
They have, but I mean, to be fair, I don't know if you played the what was the other Rockstar game that they released, the Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, that game was really good.
That game single player was fantastic. Multiplayer wasn't so good.
I'm not going to lie to you, I never played it multiplayer, but the single player was great for that. So
the story wasn't
there is that. See, that's the thing for me, and this is one of the reasons why I struggle with the game, is because of the fact that, like, I don't really do the online stuff with GTA. Every GTA game I've played, it's always been single player.
Aye. Well, GTA 5 storyline was insane. The online thing, I dabbled in kind of here and there. And it was interesting just how much you could do, like how open it was.
I will say, if GTA 6 comes out with a decent online multiplayer, we'll have to sit down and play that together.
Oh, fact. Fucking fact.
Absolutely. No, that's great. So one of the other things that got me quite excited as well is I found out that Kojima is actually deeply involved in a Death Stranding movie.
This makes me absolutely fucking cringe.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Royal Mail movie.
It's literally going to be fucking Amazon Prime delivery driver, the movie.
No, I gotta be fair, I've never played Death Stranding. It actually recently kind of got into my sort of peripherals again, and I was like, actually, I wouldn't mind playing it just to see what the whole deal is about. But Hideo Kojima, he's a bit of a crazy guy. I mean, it is what it is.
See, like, I've been hearing loads of mixed things with Death Stranding, because I picked up on PlayStation 4 last year because like £8, and I was like, fuck it, I'll have a look, because like I hear that it's good, but I hear that it's drawn out. And then it's £8, and then it came out free on the PC. Like, I do want to check it out, but like any time that I hear somebody talking about it, they're just talking about fucking walking from point A to point B with like a load of boxes. Now again, I've never played it, so I can't really comment.
Yeah,
but I'm going in with very low expectations.
Well, I don't know if you. I mean, I think you probably would have picked up the same thing I did. It was free on Epic back a couple of months ago. I want to say maybe a year ago. That's where I picked it up. So I want to see if I can get up and running on the Steam Deck and maybe just mess about with it on there. You know?
Can you get the Epic Store running on Steam Deck?
Of course you can get pretty much anything running on the Steam Deck. It's just a little bit of fiddling and a little bit of know-how. So yeah,
hack the fuck at your fucking Steam Deck, is it?
Absolutely, and this is why you need one, because if you want to hack the fuck out of something,
the
the fuck.
I love how I said fuck and then immediately said fuck 2 words after it.
I know.
I don't know why I self-censored and then I tried. I get points for trying, hopefully.
Yeah, you do get points for trying, absolutely. But yeah, so like I said, this movie could be very hit or miss. But yeah, apparently he's not directing it though. So...
Oh no, it'll be like a consultancy thing. Like I wonder if they'll get Norman Reedus in it to play Steve the delivery driver.
Steve the delivery driver. Sorry, in my head I've just got that scene from Dumb and Dumber when he's just kicking the box.
He's Ventura.
Yeah.
He's putting the box up. You said Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, sorry, different.
Ironic.
Sorry. I know, right?
For further Death Stranding news.
Yeah, here we go.
Nick Cage and Kojima. No, it was it Kojima? Who did he meet?
Yeah,
it was Kojima.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Kojima, yeah.
I had a brain fart there, fucking hell. Nicolas Cage apparently met with Kojima, stirring up rumours about Death Stranding 2 and who is going to be in it.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. They fans are now convinced because Hideo Kojima himself put a picture out on Twitter of him and Nicolas Cage together, and because he was in the Tokyo studio apparently, and everyone's kind of saying yo, because obviously Nick Cage has just done the Dead by Daylight thing, so he's just come out as a cameo in that. So people are like 2 and 2. Could this be 4? So yeah,
either way,
either
way, Nick Cage is going to be in a game day one purchase. Couldn't give a fuck if it scores 10%. If there's some kind of Nick Cage fucking artwork or some collector's edition, Nick Cage buying it day one. Didn't care. If it's for PlayStation 5, buying it. Didn't care.
Well, this is the thing, and I knew you'd be on board with this because you're a big Cage fan as well. So I am very excited if that is the case. I mean, you gotta, as some people say, you gotta hype responsibly, and be realistic within your goals. But how cool would that be? I would do a Nick Cage walking simulator.
I'm hoping it's like Nick Cage, Con Air, futuristic.
Can you imagine?
Airplane delivery.
That would be amazing. That would be so cool. I would be on board with that 100%.
The fucking volume on headphones keeps going up and down.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's no use. It's because it's touch, and I keep touching my ear, and it keeps going.
Right. So the next thing we've been looking at here is Sonic Origins is coming out, and apparently people are unhappy. Well, more so the developer is actually really unhappy with Sega on this port that they put out of the original games. So have you seen this yet?
I've seen after the last podcast. I checked the trailer, and the trailer looks good. But then kind of hearing about the bugs and the fact that basically, like you said, the dev is pissed off with how it was released because it was released with loads of bugs and issues known to the devs, but they were just like, Sega were just like, no, fuck it, send it out. Day one patch, it'll be fine.
I think they feel very deflated about all this sort of stuff because, the guy there's basically like saying like, I can take responsibility for my team's mistakes, but there was quite a lot of overlooked things that happened, and
they weren't given time to fix stuff and all that shit. Like
that was exactly it. Yeah, they're saying they weren't allowed to correct it, so it's all gone a bit tits up, to be honest with you. There has been some stuff leaked online about this as well, and to be fair, like I think it's one of the Game Gear ports. Of Sonic, yeah.
Do you think it's weird how recently things are struggling to emulate like what are like basic kind of fucking consoles?
Well, I'm not being funny. Again, going back to my PSP, I emulated some Sonic on that the other day, and it emulated just fine.
But
You know
like
what I mean?
N64, like the N64 emulation on Switch was fucking shocking, and it took them a while to fix it.
Yeah.
The fucking PS Vita can't run Virtual Boy or Mega Drive, and fucking and now the PS5 can't fucking emulate Game Gear. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. Isn't there a Vita thing coming out for that the Steam Deck, by the way?
Well, this is something I'm moderately intrigued by. The Vita.
I thought I'd have a look at this and see if it was any good. Oh, there you go. I've looked.
The Vita 3K. So it's been in the works for a while as a Windows, Linux, Mac, and Android, I believe, emulator.
Yeah.
It's been kinda janky, but some of the gameplay they've been releasing recently for Windows looks pretty fucking tasty. Like just now they've got like a 40% compatibility with the games.
Right.
So like there's a decent chunk of games that are playable on it, but there are some like Gravity Rush runs fine apparently. Like looks like it runs natively. Mm-hmm. But then there's like Wipeout and stuff like that goes like fucking 0.5 frames a second. Some really? Kind of fast-paced stuff. Like, its Steam Deck looks cool, but like even then the PlayStation, the PS Vita is still portable, so I didn't really need to spend 500 quid to play a PS Vita on the go.
If you ask me, it's only a good thing. It's only a good thing when it
and
comes
I think it's only
emulation.
It can only be run on like you can install like Windows and Linux on your Steam Deck.
You can.
So I think it can only be run that way. Like I don't think it's a standalone app yet.
Right, okay.
But I don't know. It's still in development anyway. It's looking good. And the fact that there's people out there smart enough to like back engineer all this stuff blows my mind, which is why I love emulation. Because it seems like it's like a basic thing, but it's really not.
No, it's quite intricate, and this is the thing. It's like I only see it as a good thing. Like I said, I think we spoke about this the other week. It's literally it's only a good thing if you can play your games wherever you are. Do you know what I mean? And this whole exclusivity nonsense kind of needs to stop. I understand why it's there, but just make it accessible everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Just throw it out there. Don't be. And I'm looking at you, Nintendo. You know, don't be holding on to your stuff. Hey, listen. Before you even go there, I can see where this is going. Before you even go there,
I bet you've got no fucking idea what I'm about to say next. I bet you've got no clue what I'm just about to say.
I feel a dig coming at PlayStation here with exclusives, but it's
just
all.
Just dropped my Dreamcast controller, sorry.
Was that what that was? Oh my god!
You got stuck with.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Okay, right. I was expecting a dig at PlayStation then, but by the looks of it, nothing's exclusive on there. Only timed exclusives.
Pretty much. Sure, God of War 2 is going to be coming out soon on PC. So, in Final Fantasy 16, I wouldn't be surprised if that came out on PC soon as well.
Well, right, okay, let's talk about Final Fantasy here.
Let's take a step back there, because I'm going to say that yes, I agree all this exclusivity shit needs to stop. That being said though, no, Nintendo need to keep their IPs to themselves because anytime they've ventured out in Nintendo, they've been fucking garbage. That being said, they need to stop all this timed exclusivity stuff, like it's on the Epic Store for a year, or it's on fucking PlayStation for a year or whatever. You know what they need to fucking stop, right? And I'm going to get fucking pissed off here now. What they need to fucking stop then, right? And I'm going to start fucking getting serious here now, James. What they need to stop fucking doing, right, is selling deluxe editions digitally and physically at the same fucking price, and the physical edition not even having the fucking game in it. It just having a code.
I completely agree with that statement.
Because you know what I'm digging. Sorry, I'm going to...
No, I'm just agreeing with you. I agree. They should stop doing that code nonsense for the same price as what you pay in a store for a physical thing. Like, why does it need to be that price? What is the logic? I'm not being funny. You're not paying out... All right, I suppose if you're paying for a code in a box, but even then, it's still cheaper than having a disc in there. Like, what are you doing?
It's 60 quid to buy it online, or it's 60 quid to buy it for the shop.
And I'll buy it from the shop any day, because I want the physical. Do you know what I mean?
But then you go to the shop, you get a disc or a code, and then it's like, 150 gig download needed. It's like, go fuck yourself. Like even nowadays with the like, I know we had like a plan for this podcast and it's about to go to shit, and I'm sorry, but no, sorry.
No, you're fine.
But you know,
no, it's all good. It's all good.
You know how there's like collectors and special editions that come out now, first party, first party devs and stuff like that, and they're like 300 or 400 fucking quid, and it's some fucking gaudy statue in an art book.
Yep.
You know what's coming out at the end of the month that I cannot fucking wait to come out? A game called Unmetal, and I've spoken to you about this.
Yeah, this game looks awesome. It's like a parody parody game, isn't it? For
a parody Metal Gear Solid game, aye. And it looks unbelievable. There's a physical edition coming out PS4 and Switch. Collector's edition, 80 quid. It comes with an art book, fucking like full. I know, I said fucking art book and a statue, but it comes with like, you know, like a patch, like the soundtrack. It comes in like a proper like collector's thing.
That's
like
awesome.
Fucking dog tags and stuff like that. Like games nowadays aren't even like some companies now aren't even fucking
bothering
putting instruction manuals in their fucking games.
Where's the Where is the goddamn manuals, Graham? That's what I want to know. Where is
that's
the
the
goddamn
fucking
manuals?
thing. Like, do you want to know? This is my opinion, right? This is my big brain.
I can see the vein going in your head, but yeah.
Do you know what happened to game manuals, right? And I'll fucking tell you what happened to game manuals. In-game fucking tutorials is what happened to game manuals. Because remember back in the day, you didn't know how a game worked. You had to look at the fucking controller, the manual. The only reason I'm saying that now is because I picked up WrestleMania on the SNES a couple of days ago, last week or whatever. I've got no fucking idea how to play it. But I remember back in the day, you had to look through the manual like...
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
B, kick, sorted. Right. But now fucking some games just hold your hands. You didn't need a manual. It's just like, start the game. Here's how you win the game.
Yeah, here's how you play. Yeah. Well, okay. Actually, do you know what? You said you were going to derail this, but let me tell you something, right? This kind of goes into the next thing I was going to talk about. So, something was released this week on pushsquare.com stating that apparently Final Fantasy 16, right, was supposed to be released on 2 Blu-ray discs because of the cutscenes and all that jazz. A bit like the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, it was meant to have 2 PlayStation 5 discs. However, they were able to squeeze it onto a single disc. So this disc that is coming out in a couple of days from now is full to the brim of greatness. But basically, they said that, actually we'll be able to fit it onto one disc. But that's
they've put it on one disc, and you're going to put it in. You're going to get in a couple of days' time. All excited, wee James. You're fucking sweating. You've got this game in your hand. You'll be looking forward to for fucking years. You're getting all hot and flustered. You feel that wee beady sweat running down your back right into your arse crack, and you're like, and then there's that moment where you put the game in, and your PlayStation 5 just accepts it. And then it's like, and then the wee icon pops up on the screen. You're like, holy fuck, I'm going to play fucking Final Fantasy 16. Here we go, boys. You press X on the wee icon, and you know what happens? Update. 45 gig update. No, you can play this game.
Supposedly, it's all on the disc. I believe when I see it. Do I put a tenner bet down now? Yeah, go on then.
Guaranteed, you're going to have a day one update.
Go on then.
You're not going to put the disc in and play it straight away.
All right.
Everybody who listens. Tenner bet.
Well, do you know what? I haven't heard of any updates or anything like that because apparently some people have already got their hands on the game. And
that's what I thought you were going to say when stuff's been released. I thought you were going to say. Because there's been some massive spoilers on the internet that we've managed to avoid.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, this is it. And Square Enix have actually had to put out a post. I seen it on Twitter, I believe, the other day. They were like, yo. They were like, please, guys, we know some people have got the games, but could you stop sharing it?
Have you seen how many people are streaming it on fucking Twitch? There's hundreds of people, if not thousands, fucking streaming it on Twitch.
I have seen. Well, I haven't seen. That's the point. I've been trying to avoid it because I do not want any spoilers.
Do you want me to tell you what happens? Do you want to tell you what happens?
I know what happens.
I don't.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Tell me nothing. Nah. Nah,
It's
stop it.
It's a dream. They all died. They're all ghosts. And Cloud wakes up in a panic next to Tifa, and he was like, "You never guess what I just dreamed of." And then
is that what it is?
That's what
I didn't realize Tifa was in the game, but there you go.
See, that's the twist. See,
it's all
I'm telling
a
you.
Final
I'm telling
Fantasy
you.
VII dream.
If that 10 or bit, nothing.
Yeah, so like I said, it's only a couple of days away from the time of recording this, and I am obviously hyped. I think Graham's a little bit shocked to hear that, but yeah, I'm very hyped.
I know I've never heard you talk about a Final Fantasy game, like ever.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, you know what else is really cool,
talk
though?
about.
Do you know what's really cool, though?
The next thing we're about to talk about?
That's right. The next thing we're about to talk about. Graham's coming to the UK again in the next couple of days, and he doesn't know it yet. Because we are going to go to London. London town.
We're going to London.
Because in the Tower of London, they are hosting a replica. I could not say that word. A replica of Invictus, the protagonist's sword from Final Fantasy 16, exclusive for 1 month. So,
you can
Graham doesn't know it yet,
toy
but
sword and a haunted tower for a month.
Oh, come on! Like you don't want to go to a haunted tower in London. Don't give me that. Are you? Come on.
To be honest, it's the London part and the Final Fantasy part that put me off. If it was a haunted tower anywhere else, probably go.
Is that it? Is it? I'm not too keen on the idea of going to London, but part of me is like, that would be amazing to go check out.
That would be cool. And that being said, I would actually like to go to London at some point, but not to go see a Final Fantasy sword.
Well, listen, book your tickets now, buddy. We'll go.
Well, I'm not coming over in the next month, I'm afraid. Because I've saw the pictures and it feels like it's the same thing.
Well, you've basically been there, you know?
Practically been there. No point of even playing the game, now I know what's happening. Your shitey sword. Invictus. Right. Is that not a fucking aftershave?
No, not to my knowledge.
I
don't know.
I'm going to look over it now. Guaranteed. I know fine well there's a fucking Invictus aftershave.
Oh, listen, stop with your nitpicking, will you?
No, I am. How do you spell Invictus?
There's
a movie, there's a cologne, and there's a poem. There you go.
Oh, it is it? There you go. Oh, well, there you go.
Paco Rabanne, Invictus. Ooh.
Well, listen, I'm excited, and I'm hoping that I can get myself there to check it out. I mean, it's like you said, it's London, and that's not really up there for me. But you know, it's Final Fantasy. So
I was watching a wee bit of the stream, right? And I hate that I seem to be thinking this all the time about nearly every game, but like, it looks like a kind of nicer looking Soulsborne game. Would you say it kind of plays like one? The only reason I'm saying that is because of the HUD and the way the kind of combat looks.
So what I will say is, yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from, but I don't think the difficulty spike is there. So, but you know, Soulsborne games, I can kind of see where it's coming from. So, but you've been playing a relatively new Soulsborne game, right?
Aye, this is Dark Souls 4.
This is Dark Souls 4, is it?
Lies of P.
It's a load of bullshit, is what it is.
Didn't waste your time. It's garbage.
Is it really garbage though, or is it just hard?
Play Elden Ring instead. No, actually, didn't even play Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16.
That game is we love that game.
In honesty, Lies of P, the demo came out last week, and I've played it, and it is fucking glorious. It is good, is it? So good. There are kind of wee bits here and there that need to be fixed again, but it's only a demo, but Soulsborne, 100% Bloodborne Pinocchio skin. That's pretty much the best. It is? The atmosphere, the kind of, architecture in game and stuff like that, the design, 100% Bloodborne with the kind of Victorian look. Gameplay, 100% Soulsborne. The enemy design, Jesus Christ, because it's based on Pikachu. Fucking Pikachu.
They've really thrown Pokemon in there as well now.
It's based on Pinocchio. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Like,
your face then, you were probably screwed up like, oh, how can I say this?
It's based on Pinocchio, basically.
Pinocchio.
But he's never referred to as Pinocchio, he's only ever referred to as P. That being said, though, Geppetto's in it, Jiminy's in it. There was somebody else as well. But it's got all the same things.
Did Disney license this one?
Disney wouldn't get anywhere near this fucking game. But Disney didn't own the license, the rights to Pinocchio.
I don't know.
It's one of these things that's been out for years. Like, it's been out for so long. I think went past its like copyright claim day and all that stuff.
Oh, is it over 100 years or something like that? It gets.
I think so. Yeah. But again, I don't know if that's why they're calling it Liza P, because if you type in Pinocchio, it's only going to come up with fucking Pinocchio, the old movie, like the Disney movie.
True.
Like. That being said, though, I am extremely hyped for this game to come out, and it runs amazingly on PC. That's the only thing I've played it on, obviously. Some of the enemy design is insane. The boss designs are amazing. The demo's like 2.5 hours long.
Oh wow,
it may be shorter if you're good. But mine was about 3 hours.
So yeah, that was one of the things I was going to say. So one of the things I was going to say is I have literally seen you break controllers over these sorts of games. So, you know, yeah, buddy. Yeah,
I've gotten far too good at breaking controllers.
You have. You absolutely have.
You know, there's only one controller I've not been able to break. I could probably break it now if I tried.
Go on.
The N64 controller.
Oh,
I remember
stand on that. No.
I remember like macing that against the wall and it just bouncing off, and like throwing it and lobbing it and smashing into the flare.
To be fair, I probably would have done exactly the same thing. It's just with the N64 controller, I would have thrown it at the wall and just break off that middle stupid prong that it's got. But hey, that's just me. That's just me.
Some of us didn't know how to work a stick.
Oh, you went deep with that one. You went deep. So this takes us kind of onto our main topic that I wanted to talk about, speaking about, you know, the sort of difficulty in games. And do you think, Graham, that difficulties actually matter in video games? Do you think it makes you a better gamer because you've played on a harder difficulty? Or, you know, what's your sort of thoughts on it?
So I didn't necessarily believe it makes you a better gamer or it gives you any kind of bragging rights. Like, if anybody brags about completing Dark Souls, you've got my permission to fucking Johnny Cage them right in the balls.
Yeah.
Like, people who brag about beating Dark Souls and stuff like that, I just didn't understand. That being said, though, for me, like, I like difficulty in games, but I think people are, you know, the whole, like, fucking, where's the easy mode on Elden Ring? And where's the easy mode? It's like, fuck off and just learn to play the game. It's got nothing to do with difficulty. Just learn to play the fucking game.
I see, this is where I'm a bit all over the place, because I do agree.
I
think
gesture there, sorry.
Sorry, did you like that? I do like the fact that you can play games on sometimes an easier mode, or you can play it on a harder mode, because for me, playing video games is one of those. I think different video games give you different things, basically. So like there are some video games that you play just to try and relax and chill out, and there's a moderate amount of difficulty, and that's about it. But then there are some more serious games like your Elden Rings and all that kind of stuff that you're basically learning to play a certain game and get through it that way. Like, for example, the reason why I was thinking of this is, like, I've recently been playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I've been playing that on an easier mode. And for me, some of the puzzles, if I'm really lazy, I'll just look it up online. And I personally don't see an issue with that, because I'm still enjoying the game. I'm still playing the game. Just some of the puzzles, I'm not sitting there for X amount of time trying to work them out. So, you know, does that technically mean that I'm not really playing the game, or it's a bad thing? That's kind of where I'm coming from with this.
Like, I think there's knowing your game and knowing what you want to play. Like he says, some people just want to sit and play a game and relax. Like, you didn't watch fucking Schindler's List for a good time, like. You know, you didn't put on fucking the part where E.T. dies to have a fucking laugh.
No, you don't know.
You know what you're getting into. Nobody sits and plays fucking Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne because they want to fucking feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, understand playing games for like a story and to get like into it. And I know everybody's different with what they like.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I think knowing what game you want to play and what mood you're in. Like, if I'm in the mood for a racing game or, like, albeit, like, say, a fucking sports game, I'm not going to put on FIFA. Because I didn't play FIFA. I'm going to put on fucking Tony Hawk or Mario Golf or something like that.
That's right, yeah. No, I agree. And this is what I'm saying, is you know, I think sometimes people do get a bit precious about, you know, like you said, with the whole, oh, well, I completed Dark Souls. It's like, that's great. But you don't need to brag to the world about it. It's not a brag and right. It's not something that you really need to be pushing. Do you know what I mean? And it's like if you...
Sorry. Like, the biggest thing for me with games like Dark Souls and fucking Elden Ring and what's going to be Lies P now is the repetition and the fact you can see yourself getting better.
Yeah.
And like,
absolutely.
When you beat a boss in one of these games, it's, you know, it's an achievement. Like it properly means something. It's not just fucking strolling into a boss knowing you can fucking mince it and then just move on. There are games like that, and I enjoy playing the games as well. But like, if you want to be challenged, you didn't put on fucking Mario 64 or fucking Yoshi's Island or anything like that. If you want to be challenged, you put on a hard game.
There are other games out there apart from N64 games, Graham.
Yoshi's Island is also on the 3DS and Wii and
there you go.
Switch. So,
oh well, there you go.
if you want a game, you'd have to think about, like, just turn on your PlayStation, put in Final Fantasy, and then
you stop it. But
no, like, when it comes to game difficulties, like, I often think about the game journal, and I love game journals, who got stuck playing Cuphead. You mind the tutorial? Did you ever see that?
No, I didn't.
So he was basically saying how bad, this is going back a long time ago now, but he was basically saying how bad Cuphead was because it was too difficult, because you had to jump and dash at the same time to get over, you know, from one pillar to another pillar. You had to jump and dash, and then he would have landed. And it says in big fucking text, press A and Y, or press A then Y.
Yeah.
And he presses A, lands, and then dashes. And then he's like dashing and then jumping. And he's doing everything fucking wrong except the one thing that's telling him to do. A, then Y, or whatever the fucking buttons are. That's what I often think about game of difficulties, when there's people complaining, this game's too hard. I just think about that.
Yeah.
Like, I get there are difficult games out there, but at the same time I think, know kind of what you're getting into. And I didn't think looking things up online by any means is like a negative thing.
No. No.
At the same time, and this is what kind of irks me with Elden Ring and Bloodborne and all that, is like, sure, we've got limited time, like, we're fucking busy. Like, even me and you as dads, like, we're fucking busy. We're working.
Well, yeah. This is kind of where I'm coming from. It's like, obviously, you know, talking about like your Elden Rings and all that kind of stuff, there's a difficulty spike that you have to overcome. But with some games like RPGs and stuff like that, sometimes you can just be a little bit lost. You can be like, right, there's a couple of different places I could be. What, you know, because some things will trigger other things. And it's like, I personally don't see it as cheating using a walkthrough guide or looking it up online. But there are some people that are completely elitist about it, and it just kind of it's a bit sad, because at the end of the day, you bought that video game, you want to play it. Like, what is the big deal? I want to play this game. I want, like you said, time is limited. You want to know the story. You want to go through all the things. I don't think it puts a negative spin on any form of a game if anyone does that. Play the games how you want to play the games. You know, if you want to break your controller, you know, through repetition of trying to beat a boss or whatever, that's you have a good time. Do you know what I mean? That's why we do all this sort of stuff. Sometimes people just get a bit too precious.
Oh, exactly. But you don't think it's amazing, like, when you're stuck on a boss for ages and then you go in and then you beat them with like just that smidge of your health left, and then you fucking beat them. Because I remember Bloodborne was the first one I played, and being stuck on Father Gascoigne for fucking about 2 weeks. And I mean, I was stuck, like I could not get past them. And then that one night I got past them, I was like, fucking right, man. And then I got minced by an enemy like 2 seconds later.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. For me, it will always be Dancer. Do you remember the Dancer from... do you remember... The Dancer.
Oh, the Dancer. I fucking love the Dancer. I remember we were playing it once and then we went straight to her. Mind we were like fucking new characters, like, come on, we can do it. We never done it. But
No. Well, to be fair, that's exactly what pops into my head as well. Is like the time that I was like, yo, Graham, I am stuck. Because that's one of the things on Dark Souls is you can play multiplayer, and that I had a blast with you playing. I still count myself as finishing that game, even though I did most of it multiplayer with you. Do you know what I mean? And I had a blast and fond memories of doing that with you. Do you know what I mean?
What's funny as well, right, is the fact that I helped you with that, and Chris helped me with it. So it's like that kind of thing where it's like passing on the knowledge. Where it was like Chris had fucking Chris is fucking unstoppable in these games anyway. Yeah, but I said to Chris I was wanting to play it, and it was the same with Bloodborne and I think Dark Souls 1 as well. Chris was like, come on, like we'll play it together. Yeah, and like it's just that kind of, you know, when you're good at it and you know, and you're leading the newbie through.
That's right, yeah. I know, I still need to do that with any game that I've been shown, to be truthfully honest with you. I'm never that guy that's like, oh yeah, go do this. I mean, I'm looking forward to the day when I can get my little man into Final Fantasy. That's what I'm looking forward to.
In fairness, were you getting past fucking the Star Wars game that you played? The Star Wars Game? I can't remember.
Fallen Order, yeah.
Like I was thoroughly impressed that you got past that yourself.
I was. Do you know what? It is difficult, and do you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed that game, and if you haven't checked it out, have you got that game?
I've started that game like 3 fucking times, and I've never finished it.
Right, we need to get you on it, and if you're stuck, then I'll figure out a way to help you, so I can just pass it on, you know, and help a brother out, you know.
Do you want to know another annoying thing? And this is going back to Bloodborne, right? Do you know Rom, the spider?
Yeah.
I was stuck on that boss for about a month, if no longer. The first night Chris stayed at my house, he brought his PlayStation, his copy of Bloodborne, and we were going to couch co-op the whole fucking thing. And I says, I am stuck on this one fucking boss and I cannot get past it. I cannot play the game until I get past this boss.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, do you want me to have a look? And I was like, aye, please, would you? He beat Rom in about 2 minutes. And I was this close to packing up my PlayStation. I was like, fuck you. I was so fucking pissed off. He came in, he just fucking minced it because he knew all the attack patterns and everything like that, and he just came in.
The amount of times I'll be like, Chris, I'm stuck, and he'll come in. Like literally for Elden Ring, the last boss, I got stuck on that for the best part of about 2 weeks, and I literally was like, it was like stupid o'clock in the morning. I saw Chris was online. I was like, do you reckon you could help me defeat the final boss on Elden Ring? And he's like, yeah, sure, give me a minute. And do you know what? We did it in about 25 minutes, I think it was. It was like just under half hour, and he was like, there you go. I was like, thank you, buddy.
But see, going back to Elden Ring as well, there was things in that you showed me because you 100%ed it before me. Mind you took me to I can't mind the names of it now, but you took me to that spire to get the weapon. Because it's gone.
Yeah, the flanks or something like that. Whatever it's called. Yeah. Because I actually had to ask another buddy, Messiah, if he could do me a favor and lend me his so that I could technically 100% the game, because I'd already gone past that point and I was like, sod going back to that and doing all that, because it's like midway through the game.
And then there's an event and then mad. It disappears.
It does, yeah.
But like for the final boss, Elden Ring, there was like I got to the very last boss, fucking Radigan or whatever his fucking name was. I got to him by myself.
Yeah.
And I was stuck to fuck, and I basically googled, was like, what's the best way to get past it? And everybody was saying, look for this let me solo person.
Yeah.
So like,
I
went live, and the amount of fucking like summon signs that popped up.
Yeah.
Like I think I got in like, you can get in like 3 a time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did exactly the same.
Every fucker, and it took me like 5 or 6 attempts.
Yeah.
The first 5 or so were me getting involved but dying, and then I summoned these two tanky fuckers, and then I just stood back, and then they watched. They just fucking done it. I ran in. I would throw something to get to get Radigan's attention or the Elden Beast's attention, and then they would just fucking lace into it then, and then it would turn its attention then, and then I would rinse and repeat that. So I wouldn't have got past that game by myself. Like we would be fucking grinding that for ages to try and get past it, or I would have been in.
I know. But haven't we got some great memories through that though?
But see,
that's
the
the other thing. Yeah. I love a good co-op game, and like I said to you recently enough, I wouldn't mind playing through Elden Ring with you again because
we're gonna have to go back to Elden Ring. Like
100%.
We've only played it once. I'm actually surprised I've only played it once.
Yeah. Well, we'll need to go back to that and get on it because that is a fond old time.
Fondle time.
Old time.
It's
oh my goodness. Oh my god. But yeah. So there we go. That I think is. Well, to be honest with you, what did you think of this week's episode of It's Always Sunny? You know, what did you think?
What did I think? What happened? I can't remember.
The gang gets cursed.
Oh, the gang gets cursed. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was as good as episode 2.
Episode 2 is still my
I thought it was funny. I didn't like how Mac was in it. Mac was weird. You know, when he met Chase.
Yeah.
And then he's like, a game of catch we will have. He started talking like that, and I was like,
yeah.
Why are you talking like that?
Yeah, there's a few odd points, but it was very funny.
But I liked it anyway, with Frank's bloody egg and all that stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
I thought it was, I still think episode 2 has been the best one so far.
I agree. There's still quite a few episodes to go though, so this time. So
and Ted Lasso season 3 has been shite so far. Since I know you're intrigued in keeping up with Ted Lasso,
I still don't know what this thing is.
It's a TV show based on an American football coach who goes over to the UK to coach a Premier League football team. But the lassie that hires him basically got the team in a divorce. So in season 1, she's actively trying to sabotage the team and him.
Right.
But then, because he's like quirky American antics, like he ends up kind of, winning hearts and minds of the team and eventually her. And then
it sounds very soppy.
It's really good. It's really good. Like the first 2 seasons are focused on the team and him. Like Ted Lasso's a coach, and then season 3 so far has been fucking garbage.
Is it?
I don't want to get political, but it's been fucking garbage.
Yeah, don't get political.
Let's get political.
No. No, I gotta be fair. There hasn't been a great deal that I've been watching, really. I've just been watching reruns of It's Always Sunny, just because that's my go-to. I did, however, go back and watch. So, just a fun little story just to finish up with. So my wife, she's been off. She's been off for the past week, near enough, due to this, that, and the other. So, but she is obviously heavily pregnant, so she's going to bed like stupidly early. So when I was off the other night, I was like, little man was at grandparents' house, so I was like, right, okay, cool. I was like, I don't want her to go to bed super early. What can I do to keep her up?
Gone? The wife is in bed. Kids were away. Lit a few candles. Turn the lights down.
I thought, I'm not letting her go to bed early. So do you know what I did? I put on one of her favorite movies, which is Jurassic Park.
Ooh.
And over the past week, I've rewatched Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, and I forgot how great those films were. I hear a lot of people saying that, but actually I didn't find it all that bad.
Jurassic Park 1's fucking amazing. 2 and 3 are hot garbage. That being
I didn't mind it.
Last time I watched them I was young. If I watch them now as an adult with a pretty open mind, probably think
there is so many parts of that movie that I forgot all about. And I would suggest you go back and watch it, man, because honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I agree. Jurassic Park 1 is where it's at. But Jurassic Park 2 and 3, I'd say it's pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
The funny thing as well about that, or to tie in with Jurassic Park, if you can see my desks now, I've got 7 consoles hooked up on my desk right now.
Yeah.
I've got my Wii, my Switch, my PS2, my N64, my Dreamcast, and my SNES. I plugged that in because I was wanting to mess about it because I got WrestleMania, like I said. I got Jurassic Park fucking months ago on it and never played it.
On SNES?
And on the SNES, aye. SNES. Sorry. The
SNES, I don't care. SNES,
the SNES. The Super NES.
The Super NES, yeah.
SNES. The SNES system. But that's a fucking cracking game as well, like. I
enjoyed it, but I will say if you haven't checked it out, check out the Mega Drive version. I thought that game was awesome.
Is it much different?
Yeah. Oh. So the SNES one is like a top-down one, isn't it? Where you
Oh, and the Mega Drive one's a kind of side-scrollery one.
That's right. Yeah, I liked it. I like that one a little bit better, but yeah, no, very good game. Very good games. So yeah.
Well, I've been playing Castlevania 4 on the SNES system. And I've been playing a shit ton of Dreamcast, and I am oh my god, there's Dreamcast video coming out soon, and I am fucking hyped.
Absolutely.
To get this done, like.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I watched your video on that just the other day. It just popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, that's great. Oh, that was a year ago you did that video, by the way. Right? That was a year ago, and I was just watching it, and I was just like, that is a really, like I said to you at the time, that was one of my favorite videos you actually had done to date at that moment in time, and I still agree with that statement. I think it's a really good video, so I am hyped for more. But it's when you started talking about Cannon Spike and the arcade things, I was like, man, I really need to like get my stuff sorted for that. I also have one more thing that I completely forgot to tell you about as well before we go.
Go for it.
I did a really bad thing.
Yay! I love bad things. What's the bad thing you done, James?
I spent an awful lot of money. So I spent an awful lot of money on a custom PlayStation 1.
Why?
And I've been saving it for this. Why? Because I am. Well, I'll send you the pictures. I won't talk about it too much here because there will be a video. But I've got big plans for said PlayStation. So
before I forget,
yep.
I meant to send this to you. I'm sure you've seen it as well. Have you seen the D brand PlayStation 5 shells?
No.
Where they've basically like taken all like the fantastic N64 colors.
Oh really?
And, like,
no.
Like they're transparent. Like, you know, they've made like the grape one. And the fire orange one and everything like that, and they're bang on.
But
they look amazing. D brand. I'll send you the link later.
Yeah, I'll have a look now. Yeah.
Fuck me, man. They're gorgeous looking.
Ooh. Are you getting a PS5 then?
If I get a PS5, I would like to imagine I'll have a PS5 this time next year, because obviously all the money's for Portland just now.
Absolutely.
But once Final Fantasy is out soon, but like once Metal Gear and everything come out, then I'm going to be more inclined to get it.
Absolutely. No, I think you should. I think it's a good move because they are honestly really good. Really, really good. So, all right then, buddy. Well, I'd say that's episode 4 wrapped up. Anything else?
I think we've said enough. Like, there was limited Final Fantasy, which was nice. You only ripped on Nintendo like 7 or 8 times, which was nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
This is his life, people. This is his life. Right. Well, thank you everyone for checking in, and we'll catch you next week.
Aye, same time, same place, same everywhere. Oh, the merch as well. To everybody who's purchased merch so far, thank you so much. We hope
thank you very much.
Amazing. We hope it's as good as it looks on the website anyway. There was an issue with one of the designs for the beanie, but that's sorted now, so that should be nothing's been sent out with the defect. It was something to do with the thread colour that was being used.
Okay.
There was some kind of issue, but anyway, it's been sorted now. So
excellent.
Our stuff has been dispatched. Everybody else's stuff sort of has been dispatched. Thank you to everyone who's purchased merch so far. We look forward to seeing it in it.
Yeah, that's it. Can't wait.
Really
yeah.
Same stuff. Then, Instagram, Twitch.
Facebook. No, we haven't got that one. Twitter.
We got Twitter. Oh, I got Twitter. Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting about Twitter.
Discord. You keep forgetting. Yeah, Discord,
Twitch, YouTube, Spotify are the big ones now.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Until next week. See you later, guys.
Bye.